Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to check out the top trim Corolla hybrid for the 26 model year. And here it is. It's a 2026 Toyota Corolla XLE hybrid. Underground is the color. We have a black Softex interior on the inside. Front wheel drive. So you can let me know if you're in the market for a hybrid sedan, would you go all the way to this top trim and spend some serious money on a Corolla, or would you maybe just go with maybe an LE or an SC and save yourself some money if you want to get into this vehicle? You can let me know as we go through the car. So let's dig in. Front end of our Corolla XLE hybrid in the underground. Full spread of LED lighting across the front with those beautiful dew drips of water on the hood. As we take a look at our grille, we're going to go flat black top and bottom with some aluminum finish down below with the Toyota badge right in the middle. As we come on out to our wheel and tire package on the XLE hybrid, it's a 16-inch silver aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Yokohama Avid GT all-season tires. 205 on the width, 55 series sidewall 16s, all four corners. Front wheel drive. Moving on out, there is the underground with the silver on the wheels and the silver trim around the top of the windows. As we come on in closer, we're going to have the body color on the side view mirror caps with LED turn signals. Body color on the front and rear door handle. Up top, we're going to have the underground on the roof with the shark fin antenna and your standard sunroof. Then over the back we go. We have the little bit of a deck lid kick up on the back, but not much. Corolla, Toyota badge, and XLE HEV for hybrid electric vehicle, all in silver. Some flat black on the rear bumper area with our exhaust coming out the back right of the vehicle. Under the hood of this Corolla XLE hybrid is Toyota's 1.8-liter inline four-cylinder hybrid engine, mated to electronically controlled CVT. We're looking at 138 horsepower, 105 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 53 in the city, 46 on the highway, and 50 combined. We're at the back left quarter panel of this Corolla XLE hybrid. Now, the Corolla hybrid has a smaller gas tank than the gas-only version of the Corolla. So we have an 11.3 gallon gas tank. We do have a fuel cap, the additives up to E15 gas only, no E20, no E85. Minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 26 Corolla Hybrid XLE sedan, $28,940. This vehicle's got a bunch of options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in at a destination and delivery charge of $1,195 from Toyota's Aichi, Japan assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $31,952. Woo! Let's check out the interior. Before we get into the front door panel, here is our parts content. We have 100% of the parts made in Japan, 100% of the vehicle made in Japan. So if you're looking for an all-Japanese made vehicle, this Toyota Corolla fits the bill. Now, as we come on in to the front door panels, it's going to be black soft touch material across the top, brushed aluminum door handle. Then we have the Softex with the stitching on the armrest with the brushed aluminum trim, flat black on our switchgear, decent sized door pocket. We do have the JBL sound system in here. That is a $600 option. Then we have a large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have the Corolla door sill plates to welcome you to the vehicle. Seating wise, you're going to have power seat without lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger, black Softex, light gray stitching. Bolstering is firm but forgiving. The headrests feel the same. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. Moving on over to the dash, we're going to have soft touch, brushed aluminum, soft touch with the stitching. And then down further, we are going to have a decent sized glove box, and it is a non-locking glove box. And then we have the larger 10.5-inch infotainment screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav through a subscription service only. Music, there you have it. Sirius XM, HD, AM, FM, Bluetooth music right there. Bluetooth your phone. Vehicle settings, we do have the energy flow meter since we are in a hybrid. And then we have our general settings down below. Driver profile, you can Bluetooth your devices from here. Set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates. You do have some vehicle customization in here for your lights, your door controls, and a utility. And then back to the beginning, it's very simple. Your volume is right here, push buttons. Now as we go to reverse, takes up the whole screen, but it's still the old backup camera from like 100 years ago in this Corolla top trim action. That's unacceptable. We need the new camera, Toyota. I've only been saying it for like 2 years now, maybe even longer. Moving on down, single zone climate control right here with a push button start. Underneath here, we do have a USB-C over there on the right, wireless charging pad, and we have 2-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. And behind the gear shift, you have an EV only mode, traction control off, and your drive modes. Here is the gator with the stitching to go through this simulated gears of this eCVT. Down further, auto vehicle hold, electric brake, 2 cup holders, and then our Corolla key fob right here. Lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, Toyota badge on the back. And then we do have soft touch on the armrest. It is very soft. We open it up. And we do have an area for storage with a 12-volt and another USB-C. Steering wheel, leather wrap wheel, black cross stitch, 10 and 2 notches, some brushed aluminum to lift the wheel up, Toyota badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel. I'm 5'11" though, but if I don't have my seat back, my knee is going to hit getting in and out of the vehicle, so I need to move the seat back at 5'11" in order to get in and out. Otherwise, it's got enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees. So if you're a taller person, you're going to need to move that seat back. Since we don't have memory seats in here, we probably should have a memory driver seat in here. On the switchgear, flat black on the left, telephone, voice commands, volume, and then the controls for the digital dash. On the right side, you have modes for your infotainment system, seek viewer music, and your adaptive cruise. No paddles. On the left, headlight controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right, windshield wipers. Over here on the left side of the wheel, bright and dim the dash, adaptive high beams on or off. Pop your fuel filler door, and then we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, and then we have the digital instrument cluster. So let's see what drive modes we have. We have Eco, we have Normal, and we have Eco, and we have Normal, and we have Eco. So there's the drive modes, right? Eco and Normal, just having a little fun here. And then as we come across, you do have different themes you can choose from. Let's say we want theme 1. We click OK. And then from here, you can go to the left side. And if you don't like what theme 1 has up, you want to change it up for some reason, you can go ahead. Let's say you want your music up here so you know what you're listening to. And then over here, we go with, let's say, our trip odometer. There you go. We can have that up there. So you can configure them however you'd like, and it is nice and clear. Overhead console, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, the button that says door is pushed in and left in. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road, then the controls for your sunroof. Now the shade is manual, you just throw it back with your hand, and then the left side here opens the glass. It's one touch. Glass opens, wind buffer comes up, and then it's one touch closed. Pretty simple. Then the right side switch, well, that's going to tilt it. Tilt up, tilt back down, close her up, bring the shade back with your hand. No sweat. Framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and an LED light. And does it slide? No, but you have an extension. Getting into the back seat of the Corolla, but first the rear door panel. We're going to have hard black plastic all the way down till you get to the soft text with the stitching on the armrest. I have the seat set for my driving position, but with that sloping roof, you know the drill. We're going to put our right leg in, duck, twist, put our left leg in, Anything over 5'8", you're going to have to duck with this roof line. Once I'm in at 5'11", I got about an inch of room for my head, shoulders, knees are enough room. Softex all the way down, no seat pocket behind the driver, no seat pocket behind the front passenger, and a top XLE trim. There should be one behind each front seat. 2 USB-Cs in the rear of the center console area. And then we have the same Softex material with the stitching. It is very soft. And then we have our armrest. It is super soft, 2 cup holders. So we do have enough room back here. But if you're any taller than me, call shotgun and sit up front. Getting into the trunk of this Corolla sedan, well, you can pop it from the key fob, or you come to the back and right above the license plate, there's a button. You just push it and lift up. Way light, nice wide opening, 13.1 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Corolla trunk. Moving in closer, the box has the all-season floor mats. We have the all-season Corolla cargo mat in the vehicle. Underneath, we do have another panel where we have some tools and a fix-it-flat. So no spare tire, and if we try to double check that by pulling this up, no spare tire. That's a bummer. We do have some cutouts on either side, and we do have an LED trunk light in here. That's an extra 25 bucks. Now, if you need more room and nobody's in the back, you can get the rear seats down. However, you cannot do it from the trunk area. You got to come around to each door. On the inside of the headrest, there's a button right there. And you got to push that down. Then you got to disconnect it. And then you got to let it down. It's not the easiest thing in the world. It'd be nicer to have levers. Then you come around to the other side. Button on the inside of the headrest. Push it down. Pull it down. And now 60-40 split. So now with the rear seats down, a bit of a kick up, but if you got longer items, you have the room. Window sticker, here we go. Corolla Hybrid XLE Underground. Final assembly in Japan. Government ratings aren't completed yet. Fuel economy estimates. Standard equipment. Options, there they all are, including that $25 trunk light. Total vehicle MSRP, $31,952. That's a ton of money for a Corolla. I don't care if it gets 50 miles to the gallon. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 26 Corolla Hybrid. XLE action. We're up at highway speed. Get a little bit of wind noise, a little bit of road noise. To be expected in a compact sedan, but not too bad. Got good visibility out the windows. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0. Blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision. All that action in here for safety. Got the larger 10.5-inch stuck-on iPad-style infotainment screen, which isn't my favorite. It actually is even up much higher than the dashboard too. So for me, the smaller screen is fine. I don't need this, but with the XLE, they got to give you something a little bit better. So why not do the larger screen? I don't know. Single zone climate control, heated seats, but no heated steering wheel. That's a missed opportunity right there. If you're giving me the heated seats in the top trim Corolla Hybrid, give me the heated steering wheel, please. I mean, it's silly. How are the... Oh, there we go, over the wooden bridge. Nice, well-damped suspension. Feels good. The steering is light, but it is direct. So I do like that. And it just goes down the road very nicely. And you get good MPGs, right? Combined rating 50 miles per gallon in the combined category. 53 around town, estimated. Here we go. We'll come around to our brakes. They feel good. And now we'll hit it. Not the quietest takeoff, but once you're up to speed and you take your foot off the gas, everything calms down. Not the end of the world as far as that goes. It's a 1.8. There's no turbos on this engine. All right, you have an electric motor for the front wheel drive, so it isn't a powerful vehicle at 138 on the horses and 105 on the torque. But it gets the job done, and you get down the road. We'll come down here and we'll do our turning radius test. Now we're like 17.8 feet on the turning radius in the Corolla, which is a good number. It just whips right around. We miss our Monday morning garbage can, and around we go. Now we don't have a sport mode to go over. We don't have manual shifting. It's geared for those big MPGs. So as we go back, what do you think here? The thing that troubles me about this vehicle, this Corolla XLE, we're at 32 grand for a Corolla. I can buy a Camry LE, which is a hybrid, that gets me better combined gas mileage of 51 miles per gallon for the same price as this. Be it, that's a base model front wheel drive Camry without any of these amenities. It has cloth seats, it doesn't have heated seats or heated steering wheel or any of that stuff, but it's a bigger, more substantial car with a lot more horsepower, 225 versus 138, and it gets better gas mileage and combined rating, yet be it by one, but it's a bigger vehicle, more room for people, more room for cargo. This is in a tough spot as far as I'm concerned at 32 grand. You know, I think the LE hybrid brings you much better value than this XLE. But if you want the niceties and you're willing to spend 32 grand on a Corolla, let me know in the comments. But it's certainly something I wouldn't be spending my money on. I'd just go over and get the Camry LE. And we'll put that video we did a couple of days ago at the end of this one if you want to check that out. But let me know what you think. Corolla hybrid, what trim? And if you're not going Corolla hybrid, where else are you going to go with your hybrid money? Civic, Elantra, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Toyota Corolla XLE hybrid in underground for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, get it up into the YouTube algorithm. That would be much appreciated. And as always, please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.